Live from the Bendix Arena in South Bend, Indiana, Warrior Wrestling presents Warrior 21 on Fight TV. Live from the Bendix Arena in South Bend, Indiana, Warrior Wrestling presents Warrior 21 on Fight TV.
Tonight, we have a new Warrior Wrestling champion. It's such an honor to be the first one to get to talk to you about this, Will Ospreay now represents all of Warrior Wrestling.
Many fans were shocked when Will Ospreay emerged victorious in the main event of Warrior Wrestling 17.
Here doing their best Gumpy impression. They're all made of rubber. And off that second turnbuckle to the outside. Beautiful moonsault. Like Christian pinning to Will Ospreay here in the main event.
Oh man, that would send shockwaves through wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this guy is got to be considered the underdog in this situation. Right now going head-to-head with Ospreay, not even worried about it.
Now, Ospreay very vocal, too. You can hear him trash-talking Blake Christian there.
You know, you go in...
Oh, my God!
Oh, wow, nasty. Body gave out from underneath him. Side of the head.
Oh, what a chop right to the throat, too. More taunting from Ospreay. Christian answers back. Oh, wow. My God.
Just leveled him. Just like a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, my. Springboard looking for the cutter.
Blake Christian turns it around.
Wow!
And a stunner from Ospreay.
Oh! Sends them both flying, but both able to land on their feet. And Ospreay looks shocked.
Yeah, it looks like he's seen a ghost.
Oh, man. Will Ospreay off the top.
Picture perfect.
Blake Christian there to break it up.
And now Christian and Ospreay head to head.
Ospreay is really laying them in. Christian able to block. Oh! Bulldog from in close.
And just right face first in that net.
Spanish fly. Ospreay cover, leg hook for the title though.
Here
comes Ospreay, springboard.
Cutter, and he nails it! We got a new champion, Rich! We got a new champion!
Ospreay with the leg hooked. No!
Oh my God! And a kick out from Blake Christian there. Blake Christian here,
Off the top.
450 over a draping Will Ospreay.
Here's Miguel with the Meteora.
And this may be it, Rich.
Cover. Ospreay, oh my God, what an elbow to break up that pin.
Like a train off the tracks, he just railroaded. Poor Trey Miguel, another big
Cover for the title. Got
And we
out.
have a new Warrior Wrestling champion! Will Ospreay is your Warrior Wrestling champion!
There was almost a sense of disbelief from the fans here tonight.
For a long time, because as much as you people don't want to admit it, I am the standard of what professional wrestling is. Welcome back to the Independence, and I'm sure this is going to be the last time.
You could hear there was almost a sense of disbelief, almost a, oh my God, a sense of shock and amazement. Will Ospreay, the winner of this triple threat match.
And I think it's safe to say the newest belt collector in professional wrestling. Look at that gold right there.
Val, I have to say, as much as it is a pleasure to see you, can't you see I'm on the floor, I'm exhausted. I just went 20-odd minutes with Blake Christian and Trey Miguel, both phenomenal athletes, but they're just not as good as the man that created the United Empire, the British heavyweight champion. Now, Val, you've just come over while I'm trying to meditate. Well, I'm trying to relax, Val.
I mean, I just thought it would be a nice time to get some quality time with our new
I
fans.
don't need quality time with you, Val. There is only one world heavyweight champion, and his name is...
Will Ospreay.
Good girl. Now beat it, honey. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. Shoot, Skye. Bye-bye. And you.
I feel like a broken record every time I talk to you guys, because I keep talking about how I want to be one of the best in the world. It's not some trick to put on a t-shirt so you can buy more stuff from me. No, it's not something to get more money. It's from when I wake up, I think about it, I go to sleep, I dream about it. I'm obsessed with being one of the best in the world. Let's talk about the best in the world himself, Billy Will Ospreay. A lot of young wrestlers, I used to want to be like him. I used to want his attention. I wanted his friendship. I wanted his guidance. If I can prove to you that I can hang with Will Ospreay, but if I can prove to you that maybe, just maybe, you can accept me in the same thought process if I beat Will Ospreay, which I know I can. You will have no choice. There will be no ifs. There will be no ands. There will be no buts. You will have to accept me as one of the best in the world. So I say, let's stop talking about it and let's be about it, Will Ospreay! Stop talking about it! Let's finally, for the first time ever, do this! You, me, Will Ospreay versus Blake Christian for the...
Blake Christian. The amount of names that were on that list.
Hey, Will Ospreay! I hope you're paying close attention.
Everyone's got a name in their pocket, well I do too. So I'm officially saying, Will Ospreay, I want my title back!
The amount of people that call me out on Warrior Wrestling has decided to put me against you for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. While I admire you, while I respect your talent, we are just two different forms of athlete. I have done the Tokyo Dome main event. I have opened up Madison Square Garden. There isn't a single place in this world that doesn't know the name Will Ospreay. And you're good, but you're not on my level.
What's up, guys? Clark Connors, the Wild Rhino here, coming to you live talking about Warrior Wrestling, the best independent promotion on both sides of the Mississippi. And I'm going to be making my debut there against Carl Fredericks for the New Japan Showcase to show you why New Japan is the best wrestling in the world. Carl, I got a message for you. We might be buddies, Big Four, regulators, it don't matter. Because you got me last time. But I'm the Wild Rhino now. I'm coming for you, baby. I'll see you soon, Warrior Wrestling.
What's up, Warrior Wrestling? This is the Alpha Wolf, Carl Fredericks, and next week, making my Warrior Wrestling debut in South Bend, Indiana. And I'm bringing Clark Connors, and we're going to have ourselves a little fight. And we're going to prove to you and everyone else in the world that the best wrestling on earth is right here on New Japan Strong. No better display of strong style than right here in the LA Dojo. So we'll see you guys next week.
At the Switchblade Series in August 2021, Thunder Rosa ended Kylie Ray's 343-day reign. To become the third ever Warrior Women's Champion.
Collected my first title of the year. You know, if any of you ladies are ready to step up with one of the best, one of the fearless, la que se le pega y la que hace la que se le pega la puta gana, Thunder Rosa, you know where to find me. If I'm not here in Chicago, guess what? You can look at my schedule and ask for a match. If not, you guys will have to fight for an opportunity to get this title because I'm not letting it go anytime soon.
She then went on to defend that title against Maddie Renkowski at Mission Pro Wrestling's Tussle in Tulsa. 3 days later, she was back at Warrior in Tinley Park for Warrior 17, where she took on fellow titan of pro wrestling, Mercedes Martinez.
There it is, yes, the big chop from Thunder Rosa.
And then, in January 2022, at Mission Pro Wrestling's Crazy Train event, Thunder Rosa defeated La Rosa Negra. After their battle, we saw the confrontation that shook the pro wrestling world.
You girl won again. Thunder Rosa will take any challenger. You said there was an open challenge, right? Hell yeah, I said there was an open challenge for that championship. The Warrior Wrestling Championship. Indeed, I said that. So what's up? I accept.
Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon in WWE, is one of the premier women's athletes in all of wrestling. This being Athena's first match after her WWE run is a major story for Warrior Wrestling. She is not only testing herself against one of the best wrestlers in the world, Thunder Rosa, but she is helping put Warrior Wrestling on the map as the place to be.
Thunder Rosa, the champion. Athena, the challenger.
Athena, I would say, one of the most deceptively strong wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with. Right now, though, it is Rosa winning the war. Athena bridging back all the way under her head. Athena fighting back to her feet. Athena is something that, with her strength training, she's training for strength, period. Thunder Rosa, with her training, she trains for speed, for explosiveness.
Trouble, look clothesline.
Oh! Well, so for...
Oh no.
Right now,
no.
she's feeling a lot of pain.
No. It's a ruse. It was all a ruse.
Because...
Oh, look at that. Hold on here.
Oh! Man,
Oh,
whoa!
Fury.
But I don't think Athena's here to make any friends.
Oh! Stalling. Oh!
Oh! What a slap.
Athena sent flying. Another stolen drop kick. Double stop. Athena with a low suicide dive. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh! Super kick.
Eye for eye, you can hear the crowd are ratcheting up in the intensity.
Oh!
Smiling.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Sit out powerbomb from the top. Time winding down. 3, 2. The bell is rung. Time limit draw.
But this, speaking of pump, listen, it's an incredible event tonight. Warrior 20, historic, all that. This is the match that I was here for, Joe.
Well,
I am so excited.
I'll tell you what, it goes back to, as a well-known man once said, we're live, pal. Anything can happen here at Warrior Wrestling. What was originally set to be a tag team matchup has morphed into a three-way bout. But, you know, as much as I would love to see all four components, I cannot shed a tear about the match we're going to get here, because any combination of these athletes, it's almost a guaranteed match of the night.
Right, although AQA was unable to make it tonight due to some travel issues, and you would know if you're following us at Warrior Wrestling on Twitter, we were able to update you on that. I'm sure she will be here very, very soon, but tonight, triple threat. Skye Blue already in the ring, absolutely incredible competitor. And this next competitor, we saw her make her Warrior debut at Warrior 19, her return to independent pro wrestling. Went to the limit with the Warrior Women's Champion Thunder Rosa in a time limit draw.
30 minutes, incredibly physical, incredibly passionate. You know what? Maybe that matchup was so incredible that time flew by. It didn't feel like 30 minutes at all. But Athena proved a lot, because in 30 minutes, the best woman on this roster. Thunder Rosa couldn't beat her.
Yeah, but if you talk to Thunder Rosa, she would point out and say, but Athena couldn't beat her either. And that's kind of why we are where we are today. As you said, this was going to be a tag team match, and we were going to see if Thunder Rosa and Athena could tag up together. I don't know. I think this is a little bit more exciting because they're going to have the chance to fight. And I think the spoiler potentially could be one Skye Blue.
Skye Blue has roots here in the Midwest. She has overachieved in many ways, from the Casino Battle Royal in AEW, from the AAW Women's Championship. She beat AK-47 Allison Kay. But here is the one to beat personified.
We were talking a little bit earlier, Joe, about charisma, about that just undefinable something that some athletes have. Thunder Rosa, to me, is the definition of that. She connects with people of all ages, all backgrounds, all around the world. I honestly, in all my years as a wrestling fan, I've rarely seen anything like it. She is an inspiration to so many. And look at her championship journey here, Joe. She defeated Kylie Ray to win the title. She defeated Mercedes Martinez in absolute war. Of course, there was the no contest with Athena. And then tonight, in this triple threat match, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and there will be a day to solve that one-on-one with Athena, you would think. But to echo your point, anytime I'm on a card with Thunder Rosa, whether she's a regular in the area, whether she's new to the area, she gets one of the loudest reactions anywhere up and down the card. The people just absolutely love her. I think there's something about her where you can sense her heart and you can sense her authenticity, and that means a lot too. Thunder Rosa is very unapologetically her. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and we've seen that. You know, you saw that graphic with Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. Well, there's a thought with it.
To the right of referee Dan Perch, from Chicago, Illinois, Skye Blue! And your second challenger in the corner to Dan Perch's right, from Petaluma, California, Dallas, Texas, the fallen goddess, the American Joshi, Athena! And introducing from the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico, AEW star and Mission Pro CEO, she is your reigning, defending Warrior Wrestling Women's Champion, La Mera Mera, Thunder Rosa!
Now, Thunder Rosa, a true Renaissance woman. There isn't much that she can't do. And we've seen Thunder Rosa, you know, her matchup with Mercedes Martinez that bled over into a national television rivalry as Dan Perch holds the prize high above the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship, which has become arguably the most hotly contested title in all of this organization.
Yeah, and I'm not someone who's like real into championship belts. You know, I'm not like a belt collector type of person, but I love the Warrior Women's Championship. It's so sleek, it's so streamlined, and I think it speaks to what is at the heart of the Warrior Women's division is just not a lot of frills, no bells and whistles. It's just athletes. It's the best athletes in pro wrestling competing against each other. And I just love to see it.
And I think Thunder Rosa embodies that mindset, that mantra. And listen to this, some love for Skye Blue as well.
Yeah, who again, I think if you're looking at just like the accolades and the experience of the women involved in this match, like yes, Skye Blue, whoa, wait, a cover right away, and another cover. What? Skye Blue with a roll up, and Athena with a roll up, and Thunder Rosa
sleeping? Who's going to catch the other off guard? Let's feel each other out and see who's really ready for this dance.
As I was saying, I think if you're looking at the accolades, maybe you would think that Skye Blue, you know, experience-wise, she's the underdog. But in a match like this, when you have two people like Athena and Thunder Rosa who are clearly very focused on each other, that's where you can take advantage if you're a Skye Blue. And Athena thrown to the outside already by Thunder Rosa.
That was a very ugly landing, by the way. Athena, I think she bounced off of the ring frame and certainly hit that wood floor as well. And no disrespect between Thunder Rosa and Skye Blue, a couple of AEW athletes. Of course, Thunder Rosa just last week challenged Dr. Britt Baker for the AEW Women's Championship, having a return match in our native San Antonio this Wednesday night. So a lot of important championship matches on Thunder Rosa's mind. If Thunder Rosa looks past tonight to Dr. Baker, that could cause her to lose the championship.
Right, and this is what we originally had scheduled as a singles match, Thunder Rosa versus Skye Blue. It eventually became a tag match, and now this triple threat. But I have to wonder if maybe this is the match that originally Thunder Rosa was planning for, if you're talking about not looking too far ahead.
Well, with the way that she deposited Athena to the outside, I feel it's what she wants. I was going to ask you if you think that Thunder Rosa is in any way upset that she's defending this title when 4 hours ago she wasn't scheduled to, or is she relishing the chance to prove she's the best?
I would say if it was anyone other than Thunder Rosa, yeah, you'd be upset. But Thunder Rosa, this is what she's about. She is about defending her championship whenever she can and taking on all comers.
I love those arm drags. It's like a female Ricky Steamboat. And the dropkick follow-through. Thunder Rosa is so fluid in everything she does. She's a mentor to so many. She's the personification of women's wrestling in this day and age to a number of fans and insiders alike, and you can see why clearly.
There's a bunch of little girls in Thunder Rosa face paint out in the crowd right now. I saw them earlier, and I think that says just about everything.
Yeah, and Athena picking her spot.
And Athena saying a whole lot without using her words there by pulling Thunder Rosa to the outside and using Rosa's hair to ram her into the apron.
And you know, when we went off the air of Warrior 19 a month ago, there was a deep-rooted mutual respect between Athena and Thunder Rosa, to be sure. But make no mistake about it, when the title's on the line, that's out the window.
Well, and you know, Athena and I have been very close for very long.
Oh, my God.
I know her very well, and I can understand some of this, because think about this, Joe. You went to the limit with Thunder Rosa, 30 minutes. And then Warrior 20 is announced, and do you have your title shot? No. No. You're wrestling AQA, which, of course, an incredible match, but where was Athena's championship opportunity? So I understand this resentment.
Where's the champion? Athena's getting rid of Thunder Rosa.
She's gone.
But listen, a moment ago, Athena rammed her knee into Rosa, and the back of Rosa's head hit that guardrail hard. Rosa may be unable to continue with Skye Blue, the Hurricane Rana.
And Athena flipping onto that wooden floor. Now it's Blue tossing Athena into the ring.
And there's a 2 count. I think the point you made several minutes ago of Skye Blue being able to slip in under the radar of all of this competitive nature and come out with a champion is a great strategy. Athena got spiked on her head.
And yeah, maybe this is not what we expected to see, but it is Skye Blue standing tall. Our Warrior Women's Champion nowhere to be seen. Athena down on the ground.
Skye Blue doesn't have the experience of either of these other athletes, but I don't know if either Athena or Thunder had achieved so much so early compared to what Skye Blue has done.
Whoa.
Both athletes are shocking from some positioning here. Athena swinging through those ropes to get momentum. I love the way Athena uses her surroundings to enhance her offense.
Skye Blue is down. Athena springing in.
2 count and Thunder Rosa trying to get involved. You have to wonder if Thunder Rosa's got her wits about her yet from that shot the back of the head first on the guardrail.
Yeah, and in a triple threat match like this, when you are the champion, you automatically are at a disadvantage. Because what if that springboard would have been successful? I mean, the championship would have changed into Thunder Rosa wouldn't have even been in the ring.
And that would have only created a further wedge between not just Athena and Rosa, but Skye Blue in the mix as well. As Thunder Rosa, you know that she's very prideful, and I think she would feel that, you know what, if I'm going to lose this title, I better lose it on my back being beat by the better woman.
Yeah.
Now, Athena, it's smart strategy in a three-way matchup as well, though. You want to have one of your opponents isolated so you can try to get that pinfall. So all three of these women have fought a smart contest with Skye Blue. Slipped through the ropes.
Rolling all the way through, but no. Trying to use her own body weight to keep that pin down.
Skye Blue can be very sneaky and very resourceful. And I think Skye Blue's biggest advantage is that a lot of people underestimate her. Lamai struck cradle.
Rosa showing up at the last second to break that up, and now all three women are in the ring again.
I think Skye Blue's biggest strength and biggest asset is sometimes people look at her as unassuming.
Yeah.
And she's as resilient as anybody. Oh, but she got caught. And Athena almost made Skye Blue think about it for a second before overpowering her. 2 count only.
Athena, though, still holding on.
Boston Crab. Or maybe a Texas Crab.
Yeah, holding on to the ankles.
And imagine what this win would do to reaffirm Athena's status. Uh-oh.
Thunder Rosa hooking on a Dragon Sleeper, but Athena still has it. She's still sitting on top of Skye Blue, trapping her underneath.
Now, wouldn't that have been unique, Veda, if Skye Blue had tapped out at that point when it was Thunder pulling back on Athena?
I don't even know what the outcome is then. We're not gonna find out yet. Athena turning it around.
Jeez.
A flipping Diamond Dust with the cover.
I'm not sure if I've seen that move quite that way from a standing position rather than the ropes.
I mean, it was nearly a standing 450 at that point.
Yeah. Well, Athena's such a great natural athlete, trained by Booker T. Made her return to independent wrestling last month here at Warrior. What an honor that was for this company. Oh, Skye Blue firing back. Skye Blue doesn't feel very honored right now. Skye Blue just wants to fight the world and prove she belongs.
Skye Blue was in control, but wait, had that handspring scouted, and this, Joe, this is exactly what you were talking about. Maybe not what you would expect out of Skye Blue, but she has studied up.
Oh.
Not just on, she didn't even know that she was going to be in this triple threat. She thought it was a tag going into things, and she still has Athena so well scouted. I think it is that unpredictability that Skye Blue can use to her advantage.
Subtle gamesmanship from Skye Blue, countering the handspring and coming back with one of her own. Oh no!
I think Blue maybe all the way out to the floor.
And Thunder Rosa wastes no time capitalizing.
Huge
double stomp.
Double stomp.
On top. Skye Blue intervenes.
Rolling into the ring at exactly the last possible second.
My goodness, well, Skye Blue deposited the outside. We're back where we started in our main event a month ago.
Rosa going to work on Athena. Thunder Rosa through the ropes.
Oh! Athena's breathing very heavily, and those knees are only gonna knock the air out of the lungs of Athena further as Thunder charging through. Great elevation on the drop kick by La Mila, which basically is translated to the head honcho, the top boss. That's what she is in the women's division here. Northern Lights beautiful bridge, and Skye Blue the save.
Skye Blue breaking up that pin with just a kick to the ribs and zeroing in on Thunder Rosa.
Skye Blue's got momentum in her own right. What about the victory over Miranda Alizé a month ago?
Whoa. Just a punch to the face by Thunder Rosa.
Athena went for that explosive offense. Thunder had it scouted. That sliding clothesline.
Oh, code breaker though by Skye Blue, and somehow Skye Blue once again standing tall, but wait.
Jeez. Athena can switch directions so quickly on you. But all three athletes are down.
Yeah, just a burst of energy by Athena. nipping up to fire off that little head scissors on Skye Blue, but she is still down.
This is what Warrior Wrestling is all about. It's what the Women's Championship means to these three. This is Warrior Wrestling 20. How validating would it be for Athena, who's been on such a strange journey through her career the past 7 years? How reaffirming would it be for Thunder Rosa to build momentum and maintain her spot on top? And oh, Athena tried to nip up.
Yeah, and she couldn't do it.
And what would it mean for Skye Blue to play spoiler and change the division rankings upside down in one night?
And at that point, who does Athena even focus on? Does she switch over to the new champion? Does she stay with Thunder Rosa? You're right, it would just completely change the complexion of everything here. Oh, and the complexion of Skye Blue's face might have just changed with that slap.
And again, nobody wants to give in. Nobody wants to let up. Jeez. I don't know who I give the advantage to in a slugfest.
And it's Athena and Thunder Rosa going nose to nose.
Athena and Thunder are proud athletes. They both have a fiery temper. And Skye Blue doing what we've talked about this whole match.
Oh!
Picked her spot. Skye Blue's gonna do this. Just pinned it. No.
Trying on Athena.
Driving with the legs, but couldn't do it. Wow.
And Skye Blue, this is where she needs to keep focus. But no, Athena with the super kick.
And Thunder not gonna stand idly by. Thunder trying to pick up the scraps.
And Athena breaking that up at the last second.
Wow. And again, not to be a broken record all night, but you can just sense the physicality. You can see the welts being in the form. You can see these athletes giving absolutely their all in this matchup for really maybe the top prize in women's wrestling in all of this part of the country, maybe all of independent wrestling.
I mean, honestly, when you look at the caliber of athlete who competes for the Warrior Women's Championship, I think you might be right, Joe.
Full Nelson and Thunder, more than the fingers locked, you got the wrist clutched, and Thunder with a rear naked choke, or rather Athena, a rear naked choke on Thunder, who's sleeper.
And that, honestly, that might be wrenching back on that full Nelson a little bit. Athena is gonna have to, she's letting go of Skye Blue just a little bit to try to get out of this.
Thunder, had to counter and just sits down with a jawbreaker.
But that, again, that forced her to let go of Skye Blue as well.
What a chess game this is turning into, but Thunder Rosa's feeling it.
Oh, Thunder Rosa coming in hot, but Athena right behind her, sandwiching Thunder Rosa between Skye Blue and her own body.
And no matter where you run, where you look, somebody's waiting in the wings.
Now using Skye Blue as a weapon.
And stacks them up. Ooh, all the wind rushing out of both opponents.
Rosa with the crossbody onto both Skye Blue and Athena, but she has zeroed in on Athena now.
Thunder Rosa showing why she is the heart and soul of Warrior Wrestling in the eyes of many. But here's Athena using that unmatched agility. Caught Thunder high. Will this be enough? New champion crown, no.
Again, Skye Blue able to spoil things for Athena at the last second.
And Skye Blue almost measuring Athena, who turns with a look of vindication. But will it pay off? Skye Blue hits Code Blue! Stacks her up on the shoulders, but not enough. Wow.
And again, I think, Joe, I think that might have been three, if not for Thunder Rosa breaking it up.
I think so. I've seen Skye Blue win title matches like that before. Cradle! No. I'll walk right into the elbow of the veteran Thunder Rosa.
Oh.
Jeez. Shades of a name we mentioned earlier, Johnny Gargano, the elevated full Nelson facebuster. But Athena got to pick up the scraps. Athena's going to get the pin. No.
Skye Blue kicking out. But, you know, if we want to look at the time it took for Skye Blue to kick out, if Rosa was able to capitalize on her own maneuver, she would have retained the championship.
Hey, Athena, don't put your hands on Purge. It's not his fault.
Purge has been through it tonight, okay?
Athena's not here to win a popularity contest.
Yeah, we got some,
Yeah. Athena trying to talk her way out of that one.
Thunder Rosa, you're not gonna just trick her with some friendly words about 20 minutes into a hard-fought contest.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Just the past 2 Warrior events alone, Athena and Rosa have been in the ring together nearly an hour. That's a staggering statistic for how well these athletes know each other and how just intense this rivalry's budding into.
And now that I think Rose is pretty sure she's taking care of Athena, but wait, Skye Blue!
I'm telling you, she could do it. She could do it. Roll up here by Rosa. Skye Blue beat Allison Kay for the AEW Women's Championship. She went to AEW pay-per-view probably years before anyone expected her to. She's an overachiever as Skye Blue because she's got the heart. No.
These pinfalls are so close.
Anytime someone's told Skye she didn't belong, she's proved them wrong. Wait, Thunder Rosa, maybe looking for the Fire Thunder driver.
She's got it hooked.
Oh no, Emerald Trojan, a variation of such, and gets the win.
Dear Warrior Wrestling fans, family, friends, this is Thunder Rosa, and it's been an honor for me to serve you as the women's champion here at Warriors Wrestling. At the bottom of my heart, it's really hard to tell you that, unfortunately, due to some really huge commitments that are coming in my career, I will no longer be able to serve you as your champion. I want to thank absolutely everyone from top to bottom in this organization for giving me the opportunity to represent women's wrestling, here Warriors Wrestling, and in the entire country. It's been an honor as a wrestler to represent this championship and this company with honor and pride. So for the next person that will become the next women's champion, I wish you the best, and I hope you represent the company just as well or even better the way that I did. Thank you very much, everyone, and I love you. I love you very much.
And what an opportunity we have here. It's the Acclaimed. Everyone loves the Acclaimed. They're making their debut here at Warrior Wrestling 19, taking on the team of Brian Cage and Casey Navarro.
Yeah, the Acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. 2 favorites from AEW. Going to tangle with the former Warrior Wrestling champion, the first ever Warrior Wrestling champion, and the man who currently holds the Warrior Wrestling #1 Contenders medallion, Casey Navarro. This ought to be an exciting matchup as we continue here from Chicago, Illinois. Boy, what a night it's been so far.
Ooh.
And, you know,
we're not done. We're not even close to done.
Yeah, we're just about halfway home. Still have the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship on the line. Really excited for that. And, of course, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles will be defended here tonight. All that and more on the way as we get set for tag team action here.
And the crowd is on their feet. Casey Navarro, like you said, with that medal around his neck. And Brian Cage. What is there to say about Brian Cage. I'm just blown away every single time I see him as a physical specimen. Just unbelievable. And Casey Navarro making his way to the ring, hitting a pose. That's what I love to see. And you see it right on Cage's shirt, the Swolverine. Headed into the ring with Casey Navarro, truly blessed. And these two, they seem ready to go. They don't at all seem intimidated taking on a well-established tag team like the Acclaimed. Because when you take on a team that is used to working together week after week after week, you've got to imagine they have the advantage. But Cage and Navarro, they don't seem phased, not at all.
You know, we just heard Blake Christian issue his challenge to Will Ospreay, but you know, not too long ago, Casey Navarro, he's got that #1 contendership.
That's
he can
true.
turn that medallion whenever he wants, and in South Bend, Indiana, it was Casey Navarro who he wasn't exactly pushing, shoving, firing shots across the bow, but he let Will Ospreay know that he's waiting for him.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if while Casey was getting ready,
Hey, turn that music off. Turn the music off.
Plans at all, and well, oh, Max Caster has a mic. I am shocked.
Y'all want to hear me freestyle? Hold on. Y'all want to hear me freestyle? Yo. Yo. Yo! 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 Listen! The Acclaimed doing it on the big stage. We got more TV time than Brian Cage. Yo, you think you tough? Better stop that. You're gonna expire just like your contract. Yo, and KC hit the shower. You're dumb enough to sign with Court Bauer. You're looking at the top team in the game. In Chicago, everybody loves the Acclaimed. That's right. Chicago! The Acclaimed have arrived!
Tag team action here tonight. And, well, Max Caster never one to be shy with his thoughts.
No, I would say completely uncensored. But wait, Brian Cage has some thoughts to share. Does he rap?
I don't think he does.
I was actually really excited about this match. Not to work with you guys, but with the experience that right there, so I'm a big fan of that. So I appreciate the freestyle. Papa Cage, I gotta be honest, I think you should rap. Chicago! Y'all are blessed, right? Y'all want to hear Papa Cage rap on the Acclaimed? Okay? Alright, I would say it could be a beat, Casey, but I don't think I can handle that much rhythm. So let me do this acoustic, old school word lifestyle. So you guys come out here trying to get the head down like you're some sort of rap god, trying to get this crowd acting wild. We use some bootleg version of 8 Mile. Pretending like you're some great team all along, but that charade's gone because you two never met before Tony Khan. Now, if you ask Twitter, I can't rock the mic, but they know my in-ring game is airtight. So watch us tonight own the spotlight and come out with the win as we get our shit in. Prepare to feel the rage of Papa and Kid Cage. Hey, Max, he didn't have to write that in the back first. And one last thing, you're right. I've been on TV for a long time. That was really fun. worthy. I get that too. But instead of worrying about how my contract might expire, I would worry about how I haven't been on TV for several months, but I still get paid more than both of you.
So that last bit didn't rap.
No.
So it was a little bit freewheeling. Do we even need a match at this point? Because I am satisfied.
Yeah, that was. I think we could just call that a draw and go home.
Yeah. Brian Cage apparently gets paid no matter what.
Yeah. So. Brian Cage has never been known for his mic work, but that was some impressive stuff.
Yes.
Really gonna hand it to him. So the Acclaimed making their debut here tonight. Anthony Bowens, what a story this guy is, and whether or not you like his attitude in the ring, what an inspiration to so many men.
Absolutely, just a huge athletic presence, and now a role model to queer wrestlers, queer fans everywhere. Just to see him out here living his life, being himself, and being so successful, you love to see it. And I will say,
Navarro rolling up Bowens and kick out.
It's usually part of the Acclaim's strategy to come out with the rap and just throw you off your game. And I don't think that they were expecting, well, no one was expecting Brian Cage to get the mic, but I don't think they were expecting this to happen. I've got to wonder if maybe that's shaking them up a little bit here. Ooh.
Now Bowens missed with a shot there. Navarro with a forearm smash now, picking up speed.
Oh-ho!
Bowens sent flying into the corner. Now Navarro lining him up. Big running uppercut. Shot to the chin. Snapmare takeover.
And once Casey Navarro gets going, he doesn't stop until you stop him. Oh!
Nice drop kick right on the button. And Bowens is going to take a second to recollect himself.
Yeah. Caster on the outside with Bowens. And Navarro standing tall in the ring. You know what? Oof.
Oh, man.
And maybe Caster's going to come into the ring here. Nope, it's Bowens, still legal. And there's the tag.
Max Caster, and we'll see if Brian Cage gets tagged in, or if Casey wants a piece of it.
I think Navarro's going to stay in. And you could point out that Casey Navarro gives up the size advantage to the Acclaim, but that doesn't even seem like a factor for Navarro. He's used to that. He has other strategies. He has his speed, and right now he's been grounded. He needs to get back up on his feet. He needs to start flying again.
Caster with some power. Big stomp right into Navarro's chest. Sends Casey off the ropes. Navarro lands on his feet. Goes after the legs, now a little higher. And over to the corner, running uppercut, and the tag made to Brian Cage. The Swolverine, the first ever Warrior Wrestling champion. Double back elbows.
Cage fresh in the ring, using Navarro as a weapon there.
2-for-1 move there, cover. And Caster able to power out. Still to come, we mentioned the tag team titles are on the line. The Ring of Honor tag team titles. Both the Briscoes and the Workhorsemen making their debuts tonight for Warrior Wrestling.
We also have two huge first-time singles matches coming up. Bandito versus Dante Martin and Speedball Mike Bailey versus Santana. Excited for those as well. And then our main event, Warrior Women's Championship on the line. Thunder Rosa defending against Athena. And I'd like to point out that I was able to run down the entire rest of the card in the time that Brian Cage had that suplex on.
I like how you worked that in there. I kind of tell you were waiting for him to...
I was kind of waiting for him to wrap it up, and it just kept on going.
I've seen Cage pull some hang time on those suplexes for 30, 40 seconds.
Well, I don't have that much material, so... Whoa! Assisted moonsault.
And a kick out at 2. Caster staying alive. Casey Navarro taking it right to Max Caster.
Yeah, Navarro relentless. Got a deep clench here, followed up by a forearm.
You know, you talk about having a rivalry with a loudmouth rapper. Big matchup coming up for Casey. In Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll be stepping into the ring against Enzo at MLW Super Fight coming up on the 26th. Anthony Bowens cover, and Navarro able to kick out.
And that's if he makes it to Charlotte, because right now the Acclaimed first double teaming, and now Bowens has isolated Casey Navarro. Navarro's in trouble. Ooh. Just stop after stop.
Anthony Bowens getting the crowd fired up. Former collegiate baseball player. Played at Seton Hall. You know, I was never a captain. I've never been a loud guy. I always like to lead by example. Seems like he's coming out of his shell a little bit though.
Yeah, and I would say though that too, a career like that, be it in baseball or professional wrestling, that also leads to longevity. You know, when you're not a flash in the pan, you take the time to cultivate your career, to just grow as an athlete and as a person, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing out of Anthony Bowens.
Max Caster, the legal man. Casey Navarro in trouble.
The height!
Yeah, what a back suplex, and you're right, I mean, Navarro popped way up.
Yeah.
Cover, leg is hooked. Caster looking right over at Brian Cage.
Because Cage is waiting for the tag. He's fresh in the corner, but Navarro's gonna have to break out, and he's close, just fingertips away.
You talk about the relationship Casey Navarro and Brian Cage have. I mean, these are two guys who, you know, they look completely different. You'd never think that they have a lot in common, but they spend a lot of time training together. Brian Cage has almost kind of taken it as his project to kind of bring Casey Navarro along.
Well, and Cage is someone who takes his fitness, his wrestling, everything so seriously.
Hold on here, cover. Bowens trying to put it away, and Navarro with the power up.
I think it says a lot about Casey Navarro and his potential if Brian Cage is taking him under his wing, because Brian Cage doesn't waste his time at all. And if Casey Navarro is worthy of that mentorship, then despite the peril he's in right now, I'm not going to count him out.
Casey Navarro, of course, talked about the #1 contenders medallion. He captured that in the GMSI Invitational. So a match that Brian Cage created was won by Casey Navarro, that #1 contenders medallion. And again, you know, kind of wait, see when he might cash that in. Will Ospreay has to have that in the back of his head no matter who Ospreay defends against.
Navarro just got caught.
This could be bad news for Casey Navarro. Bowens spinning him around. Planted. Cover. Bowens to put it away. The Acclaim for the win. No.
And Cage stepped halfway into the ring there, ready to break things up if necessary, but not this time. Navarro did kick out to the shock of Anthony Bowens. And the crowd here.
Everything you know, I've mentored you since 19, and you disrespect me in front of my little bitch.
Bowens, harsh words, the crowd falling silent so they can just hear the intensity of this trash talking.
And we should mention, not only does Brian Cage and Casey Navarro have that mentor type relationship. You heard Anthony Bowens right there. I brought you along. I mentioned you, and you disrespect me. Enziguri.
Bowens staggered. Navarro with the DVD, creating some separation here. Can he make this tag? He's got to get out of the ring.
Navarro just doesn't seem to know where he is.
Reaching.
Now rolls over. Does he make the tag? Yes. Here comes Brian Cage. Caster tagged in as well. Cage with the back elbow. Cage, big neck breaker.
Brian Cage is fresh. He's ready to go. He's ready to finish this for his team.
Big running uppercut.
Oh,
wow. Look out. Oh, German suplex. There's a tag made, though. I don't think Cage realized it.
Yeah, I think he was too busy suplexing.
Big super kick. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Bowens caught. Oh! Powerbomb, power slam.
Powerbomb, world's strongest power slam.
Bowens able to kick out at 2. Cage.
So much innovation we're seeing tonight. Just combinations and things that I can't even conceive of. But then again, when someone like Brian Cage is in the ring, like gravity and physics are not a limitation. He's a machine.
Cage, yeah, grabbing hold of Caster. He was looking for that outside in suplex, no doubt. But look out for Anthony Bowens. Oh no! Cage spiked, cover. Out at 2.5.
Very, very close. These pinfalls are getting closer and closer, Rich, as the match goes on. Tag here. Caster's legal, and you can see Casey Navarro is just starting to climb back up onto the apron.
He's been down in a heap on the Brian Cage. Takes out both members of the Acclaimed. And now looking for the tag to Navarro.
Yeah, Cage wants to make a tag. Navarro going up top. Hopefully he's recovered enough. Big double missile dropkick takes out both members of the Acclaim.
Clothesline. And Navarro with victory in his sights. But caught by Caster. Navarro trying to turn it around. But again caught. Oh! Big forearm smash. And Bowens.
And here we see the Acclaim doing what they do best.
Oh! That's got to be enough. Cover. No! 2.5.
Somehow Casey Navarro able to kick out, but you see Max Caster, eyes locked on Anthony Bowens. They're communicating like all tag teams do, trying to figure out what to pull out next. Yeah. Caster has a plan. He's shouting out instructions to Anthony Bowens here. Ready for the mic drop. Wait.
Here comes Cage. Dumps Caster. Cage with a big boot. Bowens in trouble here. High knee. Navarro. Now Cage. German suplex. Navarro up top. Big frog splash. Cover. Bowens.
I thought that was it for sure.
Caster up top. Cross body. Navarro plants Caster, who is not the legal man. Bowens is legal. Oh, wow, what a kick.
But Cage.
This with the clothesline. Kick to the gut. Oh! Pump handle driver. Cage, again looking for that discus forearm.
Big headbutt. Got Caster up on the shoulders. Oh. Wait, no!
Referee got caught. And Cage just now realizing what happened.
And now he sees it. You see, he didn't even bother going for a cover there, Rich, because he saw.
He realized what happened.
I guess he's just gonna take this time, maybe inflict a little bit more damage.
Look out from behind. Well, oh no! Oh no! Casey Navarro knowing the referee was. Oh no!
And Bowens with the chain.
Oh, that backfired. And now Caster going up top. Is it time for the mic drop? Here's Caster. cover. Referee is up, barely, and that's it. Oh boy.
And with Anthony Bowens guarding Brian Cage, Caster makes the pin, and he has the number 1 contender's medallion in his hands.
Anthony Bowens and Max Caster getting the win, and you see Bowens with his jewelry, and Max Caster maybe thinking about taking that number 1 contender's medallion home, add some bling to his repertoire. But as we look back in the ring,
does Brian Cage? How much of what happened does he know?
Is he aware? Yeah. Navarro said he knew the referee was out, and I think he's
Bowens honestly, he had that chain in his right hand the whole time. I think he was coming after Brian Cage, and I think Casey Navarro was just trying to stop that from happening. This was clearly unintentional.
Do you think that maybe Navarro's emotions got the best of him?
Yeah.
And that's he saw a free shot and said, hey, what the heck, why not?
You have to know that there's a risk to be taken, and it didn't pay off this time. And I don't know. I wish I could hear the conversation between Casey Navarro and Brian Cage.
Fellas, Casey, Cage.
Yeah.
What happened out there? I don't even know how to start this, honestly. I really don't.
Honest, I don't want to hold this.
Okay, well, probably should go on.
Well, speaking of that might have been part of the reason why we lost. That's why I don't want to hold it. It's my fault. You know, we came in hot, and all these videos, everybody was excited to see Pump Cage, get Cage turn it off. We dropped the mic back at Acclaimed. It was starting off good. Cage had all the fire. He had the sideburns. I just wanted to save you. Man, look, I'm not happy that we lost, but I'm not mad at you. Stuff happens. So I just don't need the cage rage. That's it.
I don't need the cage rage either.
I'm not raging. Not yet. I wasn't happy. You know, it is what it is. Hey, we go out there. We popped the chair. We got our stuff in. We in the spotlight. Maybe didn't have match tonight. Maybe didn't win, but you know, stepped in the right direction. Hey, last time we did this, we were talking about you lost to Rocky Navarro. I was like, hey, you know what? Just because you lost one doesn't mean that's it. You don't end all. You know, we had one bad day at the office. We're all off. You know. Just a couple weeks ago, I had a real bad off day at the office, so it doesn't mean there's either victory on the way. It's the first time we've ever teamed too. We've been friends a long time. We have a close connection. Everybody talks about us. Everyone wanted to see this happen, but you know, obviously it didn't work out to our favor. But hey, it's on me. I'll take it. But I had to step my game too. I can't keep losing this. I can't. Myron thing? Hell yeah! Great. But I lost to Shelly. I lost to Romero, and I caused this. This is my fault. You know what? I just can't. Thank you. Thank you. You know what you did too though? You won the medallion, right? You did beat Myron. You got Mom Cake to put out sweet. That's some good times, man. Gotta have some yin with the yang. Good with the bad. Look, I don't know what's on our table next month. If we're tagging, if we're singling, what we're doing. But it's not the end of the road just yet. You still got plenty of time to cash that in. Oh. Now that might be some cage rage.
That was unnecessary.
Did you say that?
Hey,
Live from the Bendix Arena in South Bend, Indiana, Warrior Wrestling presents Warrior 21 on Fight TV. Live from the Bendix Arena in South Bend, Indiana, Warrior Wrestling presents Warrior 21 on Fight TV.
Blake Christian. The amount of names that were on that list.
Hey, bro, Ospreay! I hope you're paying close attention. Everyone's got a name in their pocket, well I do too. So I'm officially saying, Will Ospreay, I want my title back!
The amount of people that call me out on Warrior Wrestling has decided to put me against you for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. While I admire you, while I respect your talent, we are just two different forms of athlete. I have done the Tokyo Dome main event. I have opened up Madison Square Garden. There isn't a single place in this world that doesn't know the name Will Ospreay. And you're good, but you're not on my level.
What's up, guys? Clark Connors, the Wild Rhino here, coming to you live talking about Warrior Wrestling, the best independent promotion on both sides of the Mississippi. And I'm going to be making my debut there against Carl Fredericks for the New Japan Showcase to show you why New Japan is the best wrestling in the world. And Carl, I got a message for you. We might be buddies, Big Four, regulators, it don't matter. Because you got me last time. But I'm the Wild Rhino now. I'm coming for you, baby. I'll see you soon, Warrior Wrestling.
What's up, Warrior Wrestling? This is the Alpha Wolf, Carl Fredericks, and next week, making my Warrior Wrestling debut in South Bend, Indiana. And I'm bringing Clark Connors, and we're going to have ourselves a little fight. And we're going to prove to you and everyone else in the world that the best wrestling on earth is right here on New Japan Strong. No better display of strong style than right here in the LA Dojo. So see you guys next week.